I have given out to my fellow councilmen before the meeting today what I call a Ward 3 position paper. And I'd like to take the privilege of reading that. I don't intend to get into a debate with people over it. This is what I feel the Ward 3 position is on this particular issue. So I hope you'll bear with me. This issue elicits strong passions on both sides. People view the two words sexual orientation from a number of different perspectives. After my personal research, I think that there are 7 questions that merit an answer to reach a decision as how one will vote. First question, what is the current legal status of granting sexual orientation a protected class? Sexual orientation is not a protected class under federal law and Oklahoma state law. It is not a part of the classes listed under the Title VII of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. The United States Supreme Court has never decided this question, nor has it reversed a circuit court decision which rejected a claim that sexual orientation is a protected class. Congress, since 1994, in attempts to pass legislation on employment non-discrimination, has repeatedly rejected efforts to extend Title VII to cover sexual orientation. Question number 2. What is the problem in Oklahoma City that we're trying to solve? Recent examinations of Oklahoma City have shown that it is a thriving municipality with much to be thankful for. It would be foolish to jeopardize our success without a proven need for doing so. Up until this point, there has not been a problem that the current personnel policies have not been able to resolve. The current city personnel policies have created an environment that has effectively prohibited discrimination and harassment in our workplace. Question number 3. Are there any risks that could result from adding these 2 words to our policy? We cannot in good conscience risk financial resources. Changing our policy may open the city up to unnecessary legal liability. Under this wording, if an individual denied employment with the city due to a lack of qualifications, he or she would have the opportunity to claim discrimination based on sexual orientation. That is not to say any discrimination actually occurred, but the burden of proof would rest with the city. If the city were unable to prove that sexual orientation was not the reason employment was denied, the city would incur financial penalties. This same risk could also be possible in terminating an employee. How could we possibly obtain and provide such evidence since the question of sexual orientation cannot even be broached by the city in an employment interview? In a time of national economic uncertainty, this council has been tasked with the responsibility of protecting taxpayers' money and managing it wisely. It would be unwise to risk the resources we have been entrusted with to protect a need that does not exist at this time. There may come a day when this issue needs to be addressed in Oklahoma City, but it is not today. Number 4, what is the current condition of Oklahoma City? The citizen survey just completed indicates that 76% of our citizens believe Oklahoma City is moving in the right direction. Outside entities have recognized Oklahoma City for excellence in a number of different rankings. And in fact, the paper this morning just mentioned that Oklahoma City has been judged as one of the best places for military people to retire to. Our current policies have had a positive impact on these achievements. Number 5, what are the desires of the constituents of Ward 3? Since these words were proposed, I have had the opportunity to talk with and hear from a number of constituents. While this is not a statistically accurate survey, the overwhelming response was to not add these words. The responses have come from throughout the ward and have included neighborhood leaders, business people, and residents. On the other hand, many of the responses in favor of adding sexual orientation came from people outside Oklahoma City and even the state of Oklahoma. To me, this raises a question in my mind as to whether these people are really concerned about our employees or are they interested in promoting a cause. It is possible that they are more interested in making a small percentage of the population into a protected class in spite of the desires of the majority of Oklahoma Cityans. Number 6, will these words help build a better community? The home is the foundation of any community. I posed this question to the leadership of the ACLU. As an aside, it was a very collegial meeting. I see one of the gentlemen here who was with us at that meeting. They answered this question. Their response did not give me any assurance of a positive outcome. In other words, that these words would help build a better community and the home. Number 7 then comes down to this. What is the best decision for your ward and our city? In my research in answering the 6 above questions, I found no compelling reason that these 2 words will be beneficial. Therefore, with a clear conscience before God and man, my decision in representing Ward 3 is going to be to vote no on this resolution. Thank you, Your Honor.